Jane sent us over here to visit with you. And please, Emily, tell us, what is your job here at Glen Sheen?
Yeah, for sure. So I'm the head gardener of Glen Sheen, in a long line of several head gardeners starting from the very early years as the gardens developed at Glen Sheen. So I take care of everything. It's me, and I have people who work with me. I couldn't possibly do this all by myself, but we take everything from the turf to the tops of the trees. It's anything in between, including vegetable gardens, flower gardens, tree pruning, making sure everything looks nice as best as we can, and yeah, that's what it looks like.
The gardeners' positions must have been very important at Glen Sheen even back when the Cogdens lived here.
Yeah, for sure. It's funny, in the house, actually, there's a list of how much people were paid, and the gardener was tied with the butler at $75 a month, I believe it is. So yeah, the head gardener was pretty important.
Well, there's even a house here for the head gardener, right?
Yes. The gardener was so important to the property that they decided to add on so that his family could grow, which is really nice. So the gardener's cottage that people see now it is the original. It's not like we have done anything with it, but they added on so that the Winus family could become bigger, and that George could grow his family, and then Bob again could grow his family. It's quite nice, actually.
Did the gardens and orchard produce most of the food that the family used?
Yeah, pretty much. Since time has passed, we don't have as much land as we originally had back in the day. So what we're sitting on here is about 7-ish acres. And this is not what provided all of the food for the family. A lot of this, what we see, they are practical gardens that we're kind of standing in right now, but they were also kind of show gardens. So you kind of see a formality to even the vegetable gardens on this, we're even on the servant side of the property, which is the side of the property that we're staying on right now. So there was way more land. And in addition to plants, they had milking cattle, and they had horses as well. So what is now the parking lot would have been a pasture, more so. And there's several pictures of that as well. So of course we can't just have a pasture here and have nobody park here. So we had to change things up a little over time. But yeah, we kind of just pared it down a little bit.
You mentioned a vegetable garden, and I'm kind of excited to see that. Could we go take a look?
Yeah, absolutely. So welcome to one of the 7 vegetable gardens that we have in the midst of the vegetable garden. So they're kind of all parsed out, which is really nice. And one of the things I focus on, and you can kind of tell in here, we're standing in what would have been, spinach a little while ago, but we took it all out. But I like to pack everything in here so we can get as much grown in here as possible, right? So we have everything from beans to cabbage to kale to what was spinach, kohlrabi and carrots and peas in this garden here. So you have it all nicely, tightly packed in. And it's kind of funny because there's not exactly a list of what they were eating back then. So I kind of just think about what I know what people were eating in the early 1900s, a lot of root vegetables, things that you can store. So of course we have potatoes here, like I said, we have carrots, things that you can can, so lots of tomatoes, things that you can freeze, so lots of beans and peas and things like that. So I'm throwing that all in the ground. And one of the things I love to grow also behind me would be corn as well. It's so neat to me that this family decided to use their property like this. Like I was saying before, there's a formality to this vegetable garden, but it was highly productive. And you can tell from Bob's notes. So Bob Winus, one of the original gardeners, he and his father both kept a journal, and this journal is thick. It's every single day from the 1930s all the way to the 1970s. So there's 40 years almost of daily journaling from these head gardeners talking about how impactful these gardens were and how much they tended to it and how hard they worked on it. So even though I don't have a list of what was grown in here, these vegetable gardens were extremely important to the family as well. And so that's really exciting.
How do you decide, or how do you start all of these plants?
Good question. I'm not here in the winter time, so from December to the beginning of March, I'm not here. So when I get back, I'm like ripping and ready to go to think about, just what am I going to put in the ground, when am I going to put in the ground? And I'm so fortunate to have mentors who help me out with this. And I work with a greenhouse called Bending Birches, and their greenhouse manager, who's a dear, dear friend of mine, helps me start a lot of this stuff. So we purchase our own seeds from various seed producers, and anything that needs to be started early, I send up to Bending Birches, and she tends to it for me. So that includes my tomatoes, some of the cabbages, but a lot of stuff that you see, especially in this garden that we're staying in, is just all started by seed. I try not to start too much from seedlings or like that from starts, just so I can pack even more in to these gardens.
Then do you plant different crops as far as, these are getting done, I'm going to plant more peas for later on, then succession planting? Yes.
We have an extremely short season here, and I do succession plant a little bit, but what I like to do in this garden, and I don't think the family would have done anything like this, is I do like to put a cover crop over and let the ground rest. So letting the ground rest is super important to me, so just to have a better harvest for year after year. And since I'm not trying to feed a family off of this garden, it's okay for me to let the ground rest. So in this upper garden, it'd be behind me over here, we had garlic, which is now drying in the shed, but now the entire ground is open. So we'll put on a cover crop, which will die in the winter time, but will then give nutrients back to the soil, which is extremely important to me. Because the way that we run our gardens here is that I am not adding inorganic fertilizer throughout the year. In the beginning of the year, I add a calculated amount of inorganic fertilizer, but everything else is going to be compost. Everything else is just going to be organic nutrients into the soil. So we're building up soil health every year. So that's really important.
Emily, what happens to all the produce here?
Yeah, that's such a good question. And since I started here, it's been so important to me to see this food be used appropriately. And this year we're trying out doing kind of like a miniature CSA for our students that work here. And it's been so much fun. It's been awesome. So my crew, we harvest the food and package it up for our staff here. There's about 30 people on a list that ask for a CSA every single week, and they just get fresh produce. Because, I mean, you remember being in college and you're just eating ramen every day and all these other, packaged processed foods, anything you can get your hands on. And when I was in college, I actually used a little bit of land of a friend of mine to grow my own food, and I just remember how important that was to me. And so I'm really excited to be able to pass it on and share that with students who are busy working, busy studying. They don't exactly have access to grow their own food, at their rental homes or their apartments or something like that. So that's where a lot of it goes.
This is so wonderful, but I see a lot of beautiful flowers and planters too. Can we see those?
Yeah, absolutely.